This is the table of how it currently stands right now here in the group of death. Remember, those top 3 spots is where you need to finish by the end of play today to guarantee yourself a spot in the knockout stages. And you were just looking, Ryan, at this table and saying, you know, Yuval Belly goes and wins this next game against GuiBarros. It's a bit of breathing space for him, but also just one win for Tekkz or UMUT. It can completely change it all still.
100%. The group can just be turned on one result, but the issue is with Tekkz and UMUT is that they need results to fall in their favor as well. They're not technically in control of their own destiny because they have to rely on Yuval dropping points, not picking up any more. Emre Yilmaz as well. Obrun is starting to pull away from 4th place, 5 points gap. So if he manages to win this game, he solidifies a spot. Well, at least I think mathematically. Have I done that correctly?
I'll leave the maths to you. I'm just going to wait for
the other results. I might be wrong with that, actually. Hold on a second.
Hold it. Hold it.
Wrong.
We've still got 3 more rounds to come. We can see you at home in the Twitch chat. Let us know as we kick off our match today. Any team of the years you've been lucky enough to pack across the last few days, of course, ahead of the full team release on FC25. Of course, we've still got the 12 man and 12 women to come into the game as well. 3 massive matchups coming up now, as we said. We've got the likes of GuiBarros against Yuval will be our feature game just behind us here at our main stage. Tekkz takes on Emre Yilmaz, who's just come off the back of a thumping 9-4 win. Yeah. And last but not least, UMUT against Obrun. Let's quickly speak about UMUT. Not a nice performance tonight so far. Don't get me wrong, no one gets an easy game in this group, but he's been on the back end of a few difficult defeats so far. Yeah,
starts the game well, and then it just starts to pull away from him. It hasn't been falling in his favor. Whatever that's down to, I don't know, but he would hope that that's in the past now. He has to move on and try and... Oh, no.
This could be the perfect start. Zico of that Trivella. That one instantly blocked there. If you have just joined us tonight, Group C in the FC Pro Open is the group of death for a reason. So hard to call, still so hard to work out who's going to be going through those all-important knockout stages. Who will be playing the likes of Nicholas, Leandro Peixoto. By the end of play tonight, we'll actually have some knockout matches of our finals on February the 1st, locked in, guaranteed. I'm interested to get your thoughts, Ryan, since attack does come in early doors from Yuval. The thoughts of Zico in the team of GuiBarros. He's the only player that's gone for that Brazilian attacking midfielder.
Yeah, 5-star, 5-star, does have a lot going forward. I'm just looking at GuiBarros' formation here. Here's a 4 at the back. It just looked a bit different because he had Hato. I thought it was a left centre-back instead of left-back.
Sauer into Sophia Smith. Couldn't really get a clean shot away.
GuiBarros' games have been very tightly contested, low-scoring games. If he manages to keep out somebody like Yuval Belli, I'll be stunned. Because I would associate Yuval as, in my opinion, I would even say best attacker in the group.
Hello, Neymar. Can he pull away? Neymar steals so much space. GuiBarros! Times it green! And who else would it be? And that winter wildcard, Neymar Jr. popping up to support the Brazilian himself on his pursuit towards a knockout stages spot here in the FC Pro Open. Had the time. You know how dangerous he is when he gets into the box, let alone. Well, the angle's onto a finesse shot this time, green. 1 goal to nil, he leads. Looking to get back onto his winning ways after a disappointing defeat in round 2. Let's jump across over here for a split second. Tekkz against Emre Yilmaz. Emre Yilmaz has been incredible. I did hear before we came live into this game, Ryan, 46 goals we've seen tonight.
It's unbelievable. The thing is, against Emre, he's not the player you want to play when you're on the top of your game, let alone just coming off of a loss for Tekkz. And Emre Yilmaz just breaking Tekkz down and early doors, gets a finesse shot at the near post. Elise has been outstanding for everybody in this tournament.
He really is the budget buy. If you're at home and you're looking for a decent winger, midfielder, forwards, a finesse play style plus, he's pretty cheap as well. Might even just be under 100k now. But for Emre Yilmaz, that will be goal number 13 he has scored tonight. And he has not lost the game so far tonight. 3-2 win against Yuval and a 9-4 victory against the 2023 world champion UMUT, who is yet to pick up a single point tonight. Let's jump back to his teammate, though, in GuiBarros, who currently leads against the runner-up of the FC Pro World Championship last year, Yuval. What I want to know as well for players at home, who has got that Sasha Bowie FC Pro Live item. Well, we spoke about UMUT, Ryan. He needs a goal, he needs a point, he needs something.
Starts well again. It's unlucky for Obrun, and you can tell from the player cams there, he realizes too, but for UMUT, a similar theme, breaking the deadlock early on. It's just as if, or just about, sorry, if he can hold those leads and perform better as the game goes on. GuiBarros working towards the byline, doesn't manage to get past the defenders.
Well, I didn't do the SBC, did you?
Of course, it had to be done. So it was a must complete.
Are you a secret fan here then?
So,
hoping for an upgrade or two tonight.
He's not in my team anymore. I've moved on.
Even if he got to an 89 rated, still would be nowhere near your team?
I don't think he would be in. Tekkz on the attack. Neymar cut inside. Green finesse. I'll be honest, I want my keeper to save that. But precision shooting, green timing always gives you a good chance to score.
Well, what we are going to do, actually, we're going to drop a poll in the chat to work out, out of you guys and girls that are watching online, who did complete that Sacha Bowie SPC, the FC Pro Live item of Yuval. Let us know at home. I know there was a lot of people online and in the chat coming in every week saying, is this the week of Sacha Bowie? Is Sacha Bowie playing this week? Is the FC Pro Live item on for an upgrade? He could be tonight.
Oh, he had the speed boost there. The player switched there from GuiBarros, could have been punished. UMUT in on goal again. Manages to score 2-0 up against Obrun. Wow.
I don't think he can quite believe what is going on. Back to Yuval! Rafael Lau! Keeping those Sacha Bowie fans happy as he squares the game up at 1-1. Never in doubt.
Yeah, I want to see how this builds up. It's a player lock cancelled, running towards the byline, the ball roll inside. And once you play it here, you're hoping that your defense can bail you out. Those are the situations as a defender there. You know you've made an error for him to be that close to your goal, and defensively you can't really do too much there. You have to gamble, whether it's moving the keeper to the near post, but then obviously in that situation he went to the far post. It's a difficult one. Look at the group as it stands though, Brandon.
The good thing about Obrun here is that yes, he might find himself 2-0 down as it currently stands against UMUT, who was second bottom before coming into this last matchup, but where he performed so well 4 weeks ago in December, picking up 11 points from 15. It's allowed himself to have a few slip-ups tonight, Ryan.
Yeah.
And still, as I said, win 2 games out of the 5, let's say, and do enough to be in the top 3.
That's the thing. Obviously, you want to aim for that top spot, but I'm sure if anyone told you, well, hold on a minute, that's an incredible last-ditch tackle.
Was that a bad first touch, or...?
It was a bad first touch, but what a slide tackle that is. We've got a goal again. Emre Yilmaz, driven past to R9, a step from Tekkz, who gets it wrong. Elise again, ball roll inside, finesse shot off the bar. And an open goal for Ronaldo. Those finesse shots are frightening. And there's so many players now going forward that have it in the team. You've got Bomati in midfield, you've got Elise, you've got Neymar, to name a few.
Just looked here. Michael Elise, thunderstruck item is what we're looking at tonight. He's a bargain buy.
Yep.
Get him in your team at home, finesse plus play style on him. And you've already seen the damage he's been able to cause, not just tonight, in past weeks as well. Speaking of Elise, very nearly.
Good tackle. Pat trying to come in tradable business. Oh, I actually forgot. I did as well. Yesterday, Foot Champs Rewards. Tradable was about 480k.
You're a liar. Frankie, you're a liar.
This back salad accidentally quick. You can retrieve it though. Quick sell recovery. Manifesting Van Dijk when the defenders drop. Brendan, I wish you the best of luck. You're not getting him though.
You're not the only one.
You're not getting him, I'll be honest. All team with the ears are yours.
Jude Bellingham might be on your way to your FC Ultimate team, Daniel. Let us know about that poll as well. Have you guys been doing that Sacha Bowie SPC? Update over here, goal back for Obrun. We've just seen 2 goals at the same time. Yuval 2 and up against GuiBarros, and Obrun with a goal back.
Sorry to cut you off. That patience there from Obrun is superb. He just waited and waited for the goalkeeper movement, and this was the goal you would have seen at the bottom right of your screen. Yuval taking the lead again against GuiBarros.
Goal got in the Tekkz game against Emre. Was 2-1 down, not for so long. Is it another goal from Neymar, maybe? Or is it Mia Ham?
Look at the patience. Ooh, it's unlucky.
It's recycled well. Team of the year. Lauren James will not mind that one at all. There you go, 86% of you saying did the Sasha Bowie SBC. Remember, tonight there is a world where that Bowie item will get a +2 upgrade. It's 16 points on the table for a +1. And then if you qualify to the knockout stage, it will be another +1 as well on the overall. We have seen some huge upgrades and price increases to a handful of those FC Pro Live items.
Great defending as well from both players. Just to cut the lane there from...
For a bit of a sprint boost there of Sophia Smith. Update over here again. UMUT, 2-goal cushion reinstated is what we are hearing. Vitinha finds Bonmati, disguises that pass well, and it's the 4 million coin man.
I'll be honest, I didn't even see the pass. Didn't even see it.
What a game that one is, by the way. 18 minutes into it already. 3 goals between the two players. And that's the table now as it stands. If there's a world here as well, Ryan, that Emre Yilmaz was to win, Obrun was to turn that game around and win, and Yuval was to win, then we'd start to see a bit of separation in the table.
Yeah.
Player lock was the idea. McManaman just about had enough pace. Well, we could ignore that, what I just said, because Emre Yilmaz is not in a winning position, let alone a drawing position anymore, because Beckham has just whipped that into the path.
Reinders wins it.
Of Reinders.
Wow.
Another perfect budget buy in your centre midfielder position as well. Can also score from across. That one dinked in. Lewandowski.
That's lovely.
Showcasing why he's in the squad as well.
I doubted it at the start, to be honest. First game against Tekkz, Lewandowski didn't really get involved.
He's the only player that has drafted him, let alone started him tonight.
I feel like it says Drogba. Hold on.
Surely a pass.
The extra pass was there. I was going to say, I feel like that's maybe the Drogba replacement. Obviously very used to using someone with power shot up top.
That could have been a first half hat-trick there for Yuval with Rafael Leao. He didn't go for the extra pass. It looked pretty obvious. Well, that result goes in. Look how the table turns. Tekkz now would be on 10 points. He'd be 1 win away from third place. Again, this is all as it currently stands here in round 3.
GuiBarros is... just the way it changes is... Hold on, in behind.
Look at that through ball. What a through ball. Neymar all the time in the world. Surely a 2-2. And the table will continue to move and change. Goal number 60 we're hearing tonight. And we're only halfway through round 3.
That goal here changes the dynamics of the group as well. Incisive through ball in behind Neymar, Green to the near post. I thought it was going to be a finesse shot, to be honest, but either way, still goes in. But again, I spoke about this at the start. With this game, both players third and fourth before the game's kicked off. A draw does no favours, in my opinion. A win here sets you have the breathing space. A draw just brings you back again into the pack, where Tekkz is winning right now as well. UMUT, the group is absolutely insane. Look at it. What?
It changes again.
Oh my goodness.
And you have to remember, Obrun's top, but he's currently losing.
Wow.
Half-time in that featured matchup between GuiBarros and Yuval. Let's see where we can go. While we're waiting to kick off the second half there between the two. All square, 2-2. What's happening over here? Emre Yilmaz against Tekkz. Tekkz with a 2-goal lead. It's Mia Hamm. Or not.
Oh,
It's Lauren James.
It's a bit of luck, but you take it for Tekkz's perspective anyway. Back into the game, UMUT versus Obrun. Was UMUT a representative of RB Leipzig in the FC EASports? And another person that's part of that group as well, Redlac, joins us.
Hello. Some great FC25 action today. I'm thoroughly enjoying it in the crowd.
Well, you were here last week, weren't you? We saw Anders Vergang do enough, not just to top the group, but make it through to the knockout stages. There must be even it must be even harder watch, especially when your two teammates have got to go head-to-head in round 1, and it wasn't a nice game for UMUT, but there had to be a winner.
I mean, like the group, it's been so topsy-turvy. You've seen UMUT 3-0 up against GuiBarros, turned it around, 4-3. But yeah, every single game is so fascinating because people at the top are losing every round, and then it's becoming a group where everyone's on 8, 9, 10 points. Literally. Everyone's so similar.
Oh, what a ball. See there, yeah? This is something we need to speak on. I want to see the replay here. I want to see who UMUT's controlling here. Do you think this should be intercepted? Since the patch here, I'm a big fan. I think this here, if he's controlling this, I would say that.
I think Tar's got to get it.
I think so. It's
Not necessarily the player he's controlling,
but it's just, yeah.
but Tar's in the lane. It's gone through his legs. It's unfortunate.
It's unlucky. Tekkz again, he's flying. Wow.
This is all in the first half as well, let's just remind you. 7 goals we're seeing. Is it a Lauren James hat-trick? It is!
Beautiful pass. If you ask me, the one game that I would have expected Tekkz to lose, especially coming into what we've seen from the first 2 rounds, would have been this one. And he's cruising so far. He's still not done yet.
Back over here, Yuval! He might have been the only player to put 6 million coins in Sophia Smith. But it's moments like that when he really needs her just to pull on through and to show why she's worth the big bucks.
Wow.
Listen, EASports, I think you've saved the game. Because this patch, there's goals flying in from every player, all top players in this group, and like I said, it's just everyone's winning games.
I was going to say, what do you think is the biggest change that we've seen tonight from the patch from last week to this week?
It's the AI defending, it's got to be, because
Toned down to the floor.
it's like Ryan said, there's so many goals in every single game, it's never boring.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to happen.
Heard we've got another goal as well in the Obrun game.
You might want to close your eyes
against
here, Red Lap, because unfortunately RB Leipzig, finds himself 4-3 down, and we can already imagine the next POV we're going to see from Umit. When it's not going well for him, he's a very emotional player.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's 3 games in a row now he's had a 2-goal lead. And when it's happened once, it's okay. When it's happened twice, you start to think in that 3rd game, is it going to happen again?
Yeah.
And it has.
And I hate to say it, Ryan, if he doesn't win this game or take points from it, he could get left.
We would have to see every single result fall in his favour. And of course, he would have to do his job and some as well, because the goal difference doesn't favour him. The swing from UMUT to Yuval is 12 goals.
And if you remember rightly in the FC Pro Open last year, 2 of these players in this group were in the top 8, Obrun and UMUT. There is a world tonight that one of them most definitely might not be finding their way through to the knockout stages. 3-2 to Yuval over here tonight so far. Of course, Redlac, 11 million coin budget tonight for our players. If you were to draft your team, would there have been any certain different picks from what you've seen tonight, or where are you leaning to? You lean towards an R9, you lean towards a bit of a riskier team of the year, a bit more of an expensive team of the year pick?
I think before team of the year, I was with Anders all the way. I was thinking that R9 item was straight in the squad, no matter the budget, because he's so influential. But now there's new items which are cheaper, but still so effective and can fit into any team.
There's Dumfries. Lauren James, nice step over exit. Jonathan Tarr just about in the way. More Mystery Nation guesses coming through. It's Canada I tried. I don't know what objective you've completed, but it's not the same one. Is it Colombia? It's not Colombia. We've had Uruguay before. Someone thought they cracked earlier tonight, right, with Uruguay?
It's Uruguay. Yeah, it's Uruguay. They're correct.
Are they correct, Ryan?
They're correct, yeah.
I think someone started a bit of a rumour. Here's another chance now for Yuval. That numero foot, Rafael Leo, has actually been sort of the star of the show for him in this game. Did you do the Bowie SBC or not?
Yeah, I did. But like Ryan said, I think he's just sort of been outgrown by, you know, the new items, the new evolutions that have come out.
Yeah, agreed.
And he's not in my starting 11, he's not even on the bench, but maybe he will be after today.
Oh,
What a gift, what a gift! It's not pretty, but he won't care. In a group like this, you will take anything that falls your way.
That's a tough one to take, for GuiBarros, I'll be honest. The power shot there from Yuval, straight into Ronald Koeman, and it just falls in favour of Yuval, and he makes it count, celebrates as well.
Some would argue he shouldn't even be on the pitch, that Ronald Koeman.
I said it, I agreed, should never be on there. We've got a goal in the game between Emre, Yilmaz and Tekkz. 53 minutes in, a through ball in behind, R9 Ronaldo. We're seeing so many chips. I would never chip. Maybe, obviously, that's why I'm here, but would you chip that already?
Yeah, I think you would, because you see a lot of players today committing the keeper early.
Yeah.
And when you do that, they're in no man's land, they leave the goal open, it's easy to be chipped.
Do you think it matters having the play style?
No, not at all.
You don't think it makes a difference, timing it, or?
Maybe having the base play style helps in a way of, you know, performing the chip shot, but actually scoring it, I don't think it does help too much.
Back to this one now. What a ridiculous first half that was. 7 goals. Back to him to make it all square. Unfortunately, runs in So Obrun's defence. What do you make of his Lewandowski pick in this team, Red Lap? Because he's the only player to do it.
Well, we've seen him in last week's action in week 6, and he put on a really good performance, I think. He scored a lot of goals, was very influential, so I don't mind it at all. If you look at everyone else's sort of striker, it is rogue.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who you would use instead. The Neymar, I think, is a good option as well. He's put a lot of coins into Ruud Gullit. That's the thing. So the coins are being sort of sucked up in the midfield positions.
But I think that's a mistake, personally.
So do I.
You've already got a minimum of 2 million coins coming out with, you know, Lauren James, who I think is really important. Then you see Yuval spending 6 million.
On Smith, yeah.
On Smith.
Oh, that's lovely.
Lauren James, oh, it's a tap-in! With how it's night speed, he needs something like that to go his way. Back in the game, 4-4.
It's a driven pass in the triggered run. The pass was there as well. He takes a shot, who fortunately fell in favour of UMUT.
Well, back over here, 4-2, Yuval. He's currently in front. Table changes again. If I had to put you on the spot, Redlac, 3 names going through to the knockouts.
Right now, I think you have to keep Obrun in there.
He's a third, isn't he?
He has to get top 3.
Yeah.
Then this is the thing, it's a fascinating group because normally you start looking at the fixture list in round 4 or 5, you're seeing who each other's got. This group has so much talent in it that doesn't really matter. Everyone's going to be playing everyone good, so it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Obrun, Emre. I want to see a Leipzig player in there, but it's looking tough at the minute.
Ooh. Back over here, Emre Yilmaz.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, fair
Should
play.
he have taken that shot from that far out? I'm not sure.
That's a strike and a half from Liao on his weaker foot. There's also a goal in the game between Obrun and UMUT. UMUT conceding again, Obrun takes the lead.
Well, we just saw goal 60 not that long ago. I'm sure we're probably nearly enough past goal 70.
We've been told that actually was the 70th goal.
It's like I was counting. I've lost count tonight.
I feel like you'd be counting. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, what a pass. Elise, he knew it was going to go. A penalty shout waved away.
That's a great tackle.
It had to be a good tackle. Would it be Michael Elise just finessing that one into the left top corner? Final 20 minutes. Looks like this one will be one of our first games to conclude in this round. And we can tease you as well of what we've got coming up next tonight. In round 4 of fixtures, Zico. Cut back on the finesse. Oh, just off the post. Played that really well.
Yeah, really well. I think we was all thinking that penalty shout could be the momentum switch that you need, could be the thing that gets GuiBarros back into this game, but that post shot, it's not ideal, is it really, when you've got Yuval Belly on the attack.
Look at these matches as well. GuiBarros against Emre Yilmaz, UMUT against Tekkz. Obrun against Yuval in our round 4. Breathing space back to Obrun, a bit of emotion coming out from him as the pressure continues to build here tonight. 6-4, there's been 10 goals in that game. Ridiculous.
Quick tip for you guys at home, that sort of move that Obrun's done there, I really like it. He's used it all one technical dribble towards the goal, in the angle of the trivela, waiting, will move the keeper. He didn't in time, so he just sort of shot across goal, and it's going in 9 times out of 10.
Especially if you green it like he done there. So important. The triggered runs there. Neymar can play that in behind.
Well, Manaman's completely out of position here. Fortunate enough that Ronald Koeman was able just to recover possession. He has got a pause queued. I don't know if he'll be able to get the next few in-game minutes. Yuval will be doing everything he can to not give him an opportunity to pause there. We can just get the table back up a second, just to look at how close Yuval is towards another Sacha Bowie upgrade. There'll be a lot of people tuning in tonight. 16 points he needs to get another +1, and if he makes it to the knockout stage, just with a top 3 tonight in this group, it will be another +1. UMUT Obrun, what's happening over here? More goals? Yep.
Nice.
6-5.
That touch there as well. It's kind of obvious that the extra pass is the main choice there, but that touch inside with R9, it's great play from him. Heard a roar. We'll get to that in a second. Great last-ditch tackle there from Yuval.
Chance to break here now, maybe on a bit of a counter-attack. No, right back inside. Haaland's been pulled over.
This is where the roar came from.
Equaliser? Oh, yes. Of course there's an equaliser. 5-5.
That's fucking bullshit.
Apologies for any unsavoury language there. He's not been afraid to take some of those shots from distance, though, has he? Emre Yilmaz. I think his last 2 goals, Ryan, have just been top bins. Nothing too fancy about them. Of course, yes, there've been time, but he's just gone for it.
Yeah, in that one, Emre Yilmaz loves a speed boost. Remember last year, just off the first touch as well, he just likes to take the space. It's a good step there from Obrun. This game for UMUT is like everybody else, but
It's
I just
massive,
feel like
isn't
it's
it?
even more important. Just for the group standing, 7 points. He needs to keep himself in the conversation because look at the distance between himself and
just cursed him.
Oh, wow. It's an uncharacteristic miss. We normally see Obrun score those.
Well, the thing that's also crazy here as well, Ryan, is that the next game will be Tekkz against UMUT. So they both need to be in a winning position here, really.
That game is, again, if it stays the same, the scorelines, they're obviously relying on GuiBarros and Yuval dropping points. It's not in your control, and that's the worst position to be in a group stage tournament.
I think for the first time in this group, we're seeing a sort of split in the pack. The top 3 maybe taking a step away from the lower 3.
And that's weird, because for so long of this group, that hasn't been the case, has it? Everyone's got points against each other.
Yeah.
And the only real convincing player we've seen tonight was Emre Yilmaz, who was able to win his 2 opening games and score quite a few goals. Let's jump around to this one then. 4 minutes left in round 3. Yuval, I think, to be honest, is pretty happy just to take time out of this game. Redlac, you're in this situation now. You know how big points are. How are you approaching these last 4 in-game minutes, especially when you've got a 2-goal cushion?
I think you want to bring someone on quite tall up front, and you want to be able to get into them wide areas, get into the corner, and try and sort of waste a bit of time, but also be threatening. You want to make sure you have a chance to score in case, you know, the opponent over-presses.
Beautiful.
There's one back.
Beautiful.
And now on the opposite side, Redlac, you only need 1 goal in 2.5 minutes. How are you approaching that?
Well, you're thinking, oh, I've just got 1, I've got the confidence, I've got the ability to go and get another. It's all on Yuval here now, because it's up to Yuval to sort of waste time accordingly, a bit of game management, but if GuiBarros can get the ball, there'll be fear in Yuval for that final attack.
What do you do, though, in that situation? Would you change formation, or you just keep it the same?
Me, personally, I'd like to just get straight back into it. So if Yuval takes a pause here, changes a few tactics, maybe take some time out of the game, but me, personally, I'd like to jump back in because I've got that confidence, I've got that belief to get another goal.
Well, we're going to do our best to give you the last kicks of the action here.
No.
Michael Elise! How on earth?
Oh, my God.
Emre Yilmaz might have just snatched it. But one of the last kicks of the game. The angle looked a bit off, to be brutally honest. But it's the 100k man again, the bargain by the team that comes to save the day. A little ball on finesse.
It's posted stamp, fair play.
Thank you very much.
That is...
We've seen so many goals from the finesse playstyle plus, but that one there, Ryan, it was so straight on. It was like I was just waiting for it to go in, but I just didn't know. Was it wide? Was it over? Wow. Threw into the top corner.
It's another goal, a dink chip Lewandowski. Oh no, that was Valverde, I believe, in behind. Even Obrun shot there. He didn't expect that to go in. That finesse shot, insane. But this game coming to a close, Yuval defeating GuiBarros. That is massive for Yuval in the group standings. A huge, huge win.
Well, I think for the first time in this group, we are starting to see some separation. Massive win there for Yuval. Puts him in that top 3.
I still can't get over that finesse shot. Would you take that shot from me? I promise you I'm not taking that.
Ryan, it was so straight on.
Yeah, it was not like there's an angle to cut in from, or it was,
We've seen him go in from that far out on FC25, but it was the fact that genuinely the curve was just straight into that same corner that he took it from.
And I want people at home to realise, precision shooting, you have to aim that perfect. You have to have the trust and belief that you're going to not only aim it properly, you're going to green it. Is incredible levels from Emre. Tekkz, though, on the attack, couldn't thread the pass through.
Unless he can win the ball back now. We will try and get you an updated table as it continues to move, but for Obrun, massive win for him. You've got to say that. Surely keeps him in the top 3 tonight. Emre Yilmaz will pull away. UMUT's in a losing position as well. It looks like we are really starting to see this Group C unfold. Doesn't fall into the trap, doesn't want to try and score again by the looks of it. And that should conclude round 3 here in the group of death. Tekkz from a 2-goal lead advantage, unfortunately. Emre Yilmaz is going to take a 6-5 win and an 11-goal thriller. He has been near enough perfect tonight. 9 points from 9.
It was 5-2 down, so it's a 4-goal swing there in favour of Emre Yilmaz. An incredible comeback, Red. Like that goal again. I need to see that again.
Well, Ryan, we've talked about how many goals are going in these games, and I think that helps with the comebacks. Maybe if you are 4 or 5 goals down now, you can come back.
Yeah, and to come back, UMUT needed that goal to go in. Red time finish in front of goal. Obrun, very sensible. Will probably aim just to kill time on the clock here. Team press being activated, but I don't think it's enough time.
I think what we've seen from Emre was really good. It was just what I was explaining. He used that cross into the box as sort of bait so he can just run down the line, waste a bit more time and wait for the referee's whistle.
Yeah, I like discipline. I'll just swang that ball into the box. Just hold it. I'll probably concede down the other end.
Ryan, you know me. I'd have probably gone for the goal off the ball and conceded down the other end.
Yep,
so he's done the right thing.
Same thing.
Well, a massive thank you to our incredible production team behind the scenes who are constantly changing and adapting and moving this table for us. This is how it looks. Look, it's a 4-point gap now between 4th to 3rd. Have to remember at the start of play today, there was just 3 points between 6th to 2nd.
That solidifies both Emre and Obrun as it stands, because there's 2 games remaining, so they're secured in the top 3. That last spot there is down for Yuval, who's in control. He just has to win 1 more game pretty much, or even draw a game, and he'll advance as top 3 in Group C. It's crazy to think we won't be seeing, potentially anyway, the likes of GuiBarros, Tekkz, UMUT in the top 3. That is crazy.
But it happens when there's so much talent in the group, because you've seen last week, Ryan, Manu Bashir, after flying in week 1, just couldn't seem to get it going in week 2, and he's ended up, getting eliminated.
Well, last kick of the ball, full-time result. It's not been a night to remember for UMUT. Still yet to pick up a point, unfortunately, as the gap maybe starts to look a bit too big for him to be in the top 3. Obrun, though, you'd like to say he's there in the top 3, but we're not done yet here in London. Still 2 more rounds to come. And up next, Obrun will take on Yuval to determine who will spend where in the top 3.